So what's going on YouTube, man? Today is Wednesday here in Nicaragua. I'm wrapping up my time here. I've learned a lot, but one of the most things I've learned, not just from Nicaragua, but just in life period. You know, guys, I want to say, this channel that I do, I try to keep all my topics related to finance. Because there's a lot of other things that I could branch off into, but I try to just focus on one topic. And in my study of studying the millionaire world and trying to better my life financially, there's a couple of things that I've learned. And what I've learned is there seems to be a common theme. And I don't know about other countries as far as Europe and Australia, but one thing I can say, I can speak for Americans, is that we have two major problems. The first problem is we consume debt. We consume debt. And what I mean by we consume debt, everything we purchase now has seemed like it's always related to debt. So my question is this: how are you going to better yourself? How are you going to actually have profits in your life and save money when you're so buried under a hole? You know, it's hard to dig yourself out of the hole and walk because you're buried. Because everything you want to do, when you want to start a business, you got to get debt. When you want to get a computer, you can't wait. You got to get it on a credit card or 90 days, same as cash type plan. I mean, we have became a system of just borrowing money. So the first thing you got to do in your life, if you want to achieve real wealth, and when I say real wealth, I mean real wealth, is stop using credit. I was having a conversation with one of the guys here, and he said that I remember when Mexico used to be a all cash country. The people who owned houses and had things in Mexico, they had real wealth because guess what? All the things that they had were bought with the cash from their hands. In America, we don't have real wealth. What we have is this fake mirage of like, hey, that person's really wealthy. That person's really wealthy. And we don't know. Because the credit card has bought a lot of things. They have bought clothes. They have bought cars. They have bought many things. And I'm just telling you right now, don't be fooled. When you see a car going down the street and you see a Mercedes, you see a BMW, you see all these things, don't be fooled. A lot of the times, this is what the poor people drive. They just want to make it look like they're rich to their friends. But when the bills come, they can't pay electric. They're behind. They're behind in the mortgage. They're behind in the car payments. That's the lifestyle. Real wealth is living frugal. This is another problem that we have as Americans and people in general. Live frugal. You don't have to wear the best. Buy things on sale. You know, I bought this shirt on sale. Don't buy things. Listen, things are not going to make you happy. Okay? That's what I've learned. Living simple, being ready for emergencies, being able to do things with your family and not have to stress financially about them. Because everything doesn't have to be, you know, 5-star. You can take a blanket and bring some food and set up a blanket down, and next thing you know, you got a camping, you have a picnic with your family, you know? But you have to think, I want to save as much as possible. This is what I make, and this is how I should live. Should make $100,000 and spend 120. That's not what you should do. So two simple things: frugalness and no debt. Now, you may say, hey, but what about debt for as a house? You know? And they say that this is one of the only ways to buy a house right away in the U.S. is to borrow money. This is why I'm attracted to Central America. It's because the homes here are at a price where you probably can just dig in your pocket and pay for things. Depends on where you want to live. You may have to start off in a home and work your way up, but I like the idea of a paid-for home. It sounds kind of attractive. So this is my advice, guys. I don't think it's not rocket science. It's a very simple process. Frugalness and staying out of debt are the key things to achieve real wealth. Simple as that. Just want to hear your thoughts. Give me some feedback. Let me know what your thoughts are. Until next time.